So you are considering a hair transplant because you want to get this nice disconnected undercut like your favorite actor, athlete, hair model or YouTuber. In this video, I'm gonna talk about all the important details that nobody will tell you about before your hair transplant, small little nuances that will at the end decide whether your disconnected undercut after your hair transplant will look like 5 out of 10 or 10 out of 10. So make sure you stay tuned until the end of this video and let's start. Hey, what's going on you guys? My name is Matt and I have done a hair transplant about 2.5 years ago. This is how I used to look like and that's how I look like right now. So for all you newcomers, I highly suggest you to download my free ebook which is called 5 Things I Wish I'd Known Before My Hair Transplant, which will really help you differentiate between high quality hair transplant clinic and bad quality hair transplant clinic. And I'm also here to help you get high quality results after your hair transplant. In case you want to know more, make sure you sign up for a free call with me in the description below, where me and my team are going to find out what is your hair loss situation right now, where do you want to go, what are the results you would like to achieve in terms of hairline and hair density, and I will make sure I will help you get there. Let's start with the rule number 1, which will help you achieve great looking, natural looking undercut or any haircut after your hair transplant. And I've been talking about this countless of times. Placement of fine hair and placing these types of follicles in the frontal hairline. Alright guys, now I'm gonna zoom in, so I'm gonna show you how it looks like when there are many thicker follicular units implanted onto your frontal hairline. So you can see it here that the frontal hairline is has a nice formation. I really like how it forms like that. And what I like a little bit less is the graft selection, the follicular unit selection. And you can see that the hair is just like very thick. It's not very fine and it lacks single grafts in the frontal hairline. You can see that the hair follicles which were implanted on my frontal hairline are not very refined. They're not very thin because you can literally see where the hair kind of starts growing out from your skin, and you can see almost like a little plug. And this is very important for all of you guys who would like to style your hair like that, so it uncovers the frontal hairline, because people's attention will be just drawn onto the frontal hairline. So you want to make this frontal hairline as natural looking as possible. And this can be only achieved by selecting very thin, refined hair follicles and placing them onto your frontal hairline. The rule number 2 is the direction of the hair. I can't emphasize it enough how important it is that incisions, as it is the most important part of the hair transplant, are gonna be done by the main surgeon who is highly qualified hair transplant specialist. These incisions are gonna decide how the angles and how the direction of your newly implanted hair will go. So the direction of the implanted hair is very important, and it has to be on point no matter on which area of your scalp it's about to be implanted. But it's especially important when it's going to be on the frontal hairline and the transition here from the frontal hairline, temples and sides. In my case, fortunately, the sides hasn't been recreated. For example, this thing here, it hasn't been pushed forward a bit. So if you are the kind of guy who needs to have this recreated, and especially the temples here, make sure you contact me and sign up for a free call with me where we can take a look at it and possibly recommend you the best, okay? You have to take a look how this hair grows in order to implant the hair here and here, okay? You cannot just randomly implant this hair as you implanted the hair on the line. You cannot do it because the direction, which is here, is not the same as the direction from where the hair is growing here. Okay, so this is very important that the surgeon differentiates and is able to differentiate between the different angles and directions of your hair, how it's growing on the side, temples, and on the frontal hairline. You can see it here in my case where the transition, like The frontal hairline looks cool here. I mean, it doesn't look that bad, but if you take a look at the transition here, you see that this hair is like just growing out of my scalp, like here towards the camera. It looks a little bit off. This hair was meant to be implanted like that and point downwards, like here. Sorry for that middle finger, by the way. But anyways, you see my point. And that's why what I plan to do, either I will shave it off or cut it even shorter, or I will grow it longer, as it is the case here on this side where I just slicked it back, okay? So it's not going to be as noticeable as here, see? And if I want to style it down, well, good luck, because it's not going there. These hairs have nothing to do there. Okay, the incisions need to be done under a very strategic angle, you know. They cannot be done like 90-degree, you know, towards your scalp, because if the hair starts growing out like that, it's going to be very hard to style it backwards, because it will always want to stand back up like that, and it will be just pain in the ass. Trust me, guys, you don't want to have that. So make sure that the incisions are going to be done by a professional. You want to see his results, how he does it. It's the highest state of art, guys, okay? Creating the incisions. All right, guys, these were all the details which you have to pay attention to in order to get a very natural hair transplant result. If you have any more questions, make sure you let me know in the comments below. Also, like and subscribe for all you new guys. Make sure you get my free ebook, 5 Things I Wish I'd Known Before My Hair Transplant. And if you are already researching several hair transplant clinics, you need some help, make sure you sign up for a free call with me and my team. I'm gonna make sure we're gonna help you the best way we can. And other than that, thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. Hey, I'm Matt, and I'm your hair transplant advisor who will help you find the best hair transplant clinic in any selected price range. Do you want to skip hours of extensive hair transplant research and avoid spending thousands of dollars on a bad hair transplant? Well, I'm here to equip you with the best piece of hair transplant advice you can get and help you achieve the most natural, long-lasting hair transplant result.